Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing. 1,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out, might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let us get it.
Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown. You got two sacks. He took you to school.
Now the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Not today, you are. Not today.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And we're going 37's the cut. Come off the ball. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Check. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Go. And we're going
Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check your hot read. Rush in. Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Look at me. Sure.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
6-6, pull it high. Hustle.
To throw on third down, Eason. And he's got his man Hilton. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Taylor. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, wahoo! Choose.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
X3, 218, chop.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Eason. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On the ground, it's Mack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Get ready. Get ready. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. You draw focus. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score. Let's go. 30 base. Proceeds down. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason looking deep for Hilton. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 54 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Roll out. Let's go.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At 58 is a mic.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his... And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
18 Gators. Chopper.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Taylor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And this time, Jackson will throw it, sliding out of the pocket. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good.
And this is caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready? 70, Indy. Here I come again. Rock it, get it.
On first down, it's Taylor. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hard. Check 15, check 15. Let's go.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Jackson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5 yard line, it's a sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
36.
On third down, Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
64, weak, check, 43, hatch,
on 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go! 50, plant. Hey, exit. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's hauled in by Shepard. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Come on, off. Come on, boy.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shepard. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Kermit. And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. We ain't giving up nothing today. Delta. And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Leo, hurry.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on him for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yeah. He's coming in. Hey, dude. 48 to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just dude.
Operating from the gun. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Flushed out right. He's going to have the first down past the 20. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Let's go now. Hey, they scared.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, every day.
Now this time he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here comes
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 8. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready. 8, read. Blue draw, Porter.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Eason. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
15 line, 15 line. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Jackson, escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Eason going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Lyon. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.